My sister died 2 years ago. That's what they told me, till last week, when I found her login active on the dark web. She left something behind, and now they're watching me. My name is Isabelle Hart, cybersecurity consultant. By day, whitehead hacker, by night. I live alone in a one-bedroom apartment in downtown Chicago. I don't go out much. I don't trust easily, and I don't believe in coincidences. But when your dead sister logs in from a secured government IP address, coincidence leaves the room real fast. She stares at her screen. Her fingers hover over the keyboard. On screen, login credentials last used 8 hours ago, Kate. What the hell are you doing? Flashback starts. 2 years ago, Kate Hart. My little sister. She was loud, funny, reckless, and a hell of a coder. We'd spent our childhood competing. Who could crack the password faster? Who could spoof the firewall first? I went legit. She didn't, and then she died. Car crash, instant death. Closed casket. I never saw the body. And now, her credentials just logged into a darknet Dropbox for a file labeled Omega Protocol. Do not open. Cut to Isabelle running code to trace. The login source. IP, encrypted location. Routed through at least 6 proxies. Final ping. A decommissioned NSA satellite relay? You've got to be kidding me. She sets up a virtual machine, isolates the file, prepares to decrypt it. But before she can even open it, her system freezes. A message appears on her screen. Stop digging. Suddenly, the power in her apartment cuts. Total blackout. She grabs her flashlight and her emergency laptop. No Wi-Fi. Her backup satellite dongle. Fried then. The fire alarm goes off. She grabs her external drive and rushes down the stairs barefoot, outside. A black SUV idles at the end of the street. When she looks back, her apartment window has a red laser dot scanning across it. Isabelle. To herself, what the hell did Kate get into? Isabelle sleeps in a cheap motel that night, watching every corner. The next morning, she goes to the only person who might know what Kate was working on. Julian Black, Kate's ex-boyfriend. XNSA, current ghost. She finds him running a pawn shop in a run-down part of town. Julian. I don't talk about Kate. Isabelle, she logged into a darknet file 6 hours ago. Either she's alive or someone's using her signature. Julian stares at her like he's seeing a ghost. Julian, if she's alive, you need to run right now, 'cause they'll come after you next. Isabelle slams her hard drive on the counter. Then help me open this damn file. They isolate a copy of the encrypted file and start decrypting. It's layered like an onion. Inside, video footage, spreadsheets, and a map. The map shows dozens of red dots locations across the country. Some are government buildings. Some are hospitals. One is a school. Each file is labeled, target acquired, and one file at the top. Project Anvil, testing phase Hart K. Kate wasn't running from something. She was part of something, and she wanted out Julian reading logs. These aren't just random sites. These are experiment zones. Controlled chaos. They're testing something. On people, suddenly the screen flickers. Another message appears. You opened the door. Now run. 3 minutes later, the pawn shop explodes. Julian drags Isabelle into his corral, ready, hot-wired and waiting. Julian. They triangulated the signal. We've got 40 seconds before a drone picks up our heat signature. Cut to chase scene through the streets of Chicago. Isabelle, are you going to tell me who they are? Julian. The same people who created your sister, the Omega Group. And they don't like loose ends. Julian takes her to an abandoned NSA safe house under a library in Oak Park. Inside, he reveals a server room filled with blinking towers, dust, and backup power. Julian, your sister was a prototype. She didn't just disappear, she went dark. She created something that could expose them all. They plug in the hard drive again, but this isn't the final file. Kate left one more key. Suddenly, a camera feed pops up. Someone is watching them. And then Isabelle's burner phone rings. Unknown caller she answers. Voice distorted. You're close. Isabelle. But the truth? It's still 2 steps ahead. Turn around. She turns. Behind her, standing in the shadows, is someone she hasn't seen in 2 years. Her sister, Kate Hart. Alive. Isabelle. Freezes. Isabelle. Kate. Sister steps into the flickering light, thinner, paler eyes, like she hasn't slept in weeks. Kate calmly. You shouldn't have opened that file. Isabelle. You're alive. You let me think you were dead. For 2 years. Kate coldly. You were? Safer that way. Julian backs up, gun in hand. Julian, this isn't real. I saw the wreckage. I saw your body. Kate scoffs. They made sure you did. She reveals a burn on her arm, an implant scar, the kind used in classified ops. A tracker. Possibly more. Kate. I was part of Project Anvil, a behavioral control experiment. They picked coders, hackers, analysts, people with high IQs and no family attachments. I only got in because of you, Izzy. Your clearance flagged me as eligible. They thought I was you. Isabelle stumbles back like she's been slapped. Isabelle, they used me to find you. Kate, they used me to test mind control algorithms. Thought implants, subconscious rewriting. I broke out. But the implant, it never stopped sending. She pulls a Faraday cage from her jacket and drops it over her wrist. The signal goes dead. Kate, and now that you've accessed the Omega file, they'll come for you too. Julian finally lowers his weapon. He's in too deep to walk away. Julian, we always suspected something like this. Mind influence tech, behavioral override. But this is programmable obedience. Kate, and they're almost done. She pulls out a map, the same one Isabelle saw earlier, and lays it on the table. Kate, each red dot is a test site. Controlled events, riots, blackouts, mass panic. Kate, Omega's testing which thought triggers work best. Fear, isolation, identity confusion. They're crafting the perfect mental weapon. Julian traces the map with a shaking finger. And the final test site is Chicago. Kate nods grimly. Kate, in 48 hours, the entire city will be pulsed with a signal. Every phone, every smart speaker, every LED billboard, all of them will carry embedded code. A subliminal command. Isabelle, and what's the command? Kate looks up. Kate, obey. The trio agree. There's no time to run. They have to stop the signal. Kate reveals the main transmission source hidden inside a broadcasting relay. Beneath Millennium Park, beneath the mirrored cloud gate structure, aka the bean. Isabelle, skeptical. You're telling me a mind control super weapon is broadcasting from under a tourist sculpture? Kate, hiding in plain sight. Just like they taught us. They suit up. Julian rigs a set of electromagnetic grenades. Isabelle arms her virus code on a flash drive designed to infect and permanently crash the signal controller. Kate has the key, a master override password she stole before faking her death. One problem. It requires biometric access. Her former handler, Agent Miriam Locke, currently stationed in the Chicago Federal Building. They split into 2 teams. Kate and Julian infiltrate the Federal Building to grab Miriam Locke's credentials. Isabelle hacks into the Millennium Park signal node and prepares the upload. Cut 2. Julian and Kate disguised as maintenance workers. Kate uses voice modulation to mimic Miriam's superior and lures her to the sub-basement. It goes sideways fast, Miriam, smiling coldly. I knew you weren't really dead. We just let you think you got away. Gunfight erupts. Julian gets shot in the leg. Kate drags him out. She manages to get a fingerprint and retina scan from Miriam by stunning her with an old Omega neuroweapon. The irony not lost. Meanwhile, Isabelle breaks into the relay access point, but there's already someone waiting for her inside. Agent Royce, Omega's chief signal engineer, a former MIT professor turned ghost operative. Royce, you shouldn't be here, Isabelle. You could have joined us. Kate begged us not to pull you in. Isabelle? Yeah. Well, Kate lied. They fight. It's brutal. Physical, Isabelle. Wins by smashing his head into a transformer. She plugs in the drive. The system resists. Time is ticking. Kate arrives. Bloody, limping, but alive. She hands Isabelle the biometric code. Kate. It'll ask for a confirmation code. I've got it tattooed on my back. Isabelle in disbelief. You've tattooed an NSA master password on yourself? Kate grinning. What? You didn't. The upload begins. 90%.9, 5%, 99%, ... Suddenly Royce activates a failsafe from his SMA RTWATCH. The system starts to reroute the signal. Kate, if we shut it down now, it'll just restart. We need to fry the node. Julian, crawling with a bloody leg, throws Isabelle a grenade. Julian, do it. We finish this now, Isabelle, but we'll be inside the blast radius. Kate smiling. Then I hope you're still fast. She pulls the pin. The screen goes white. We fade back in. Rain. Sirens. The cloud gate is cracked in half. Steam rising. Kate lies on the grass, bruised but alive. Isabelle pulls herself from a pool of water, holding the hard drive. Julian is gone. Dead in the explosion. A silent hero. Later that night, Spell uploads the Omega documents to every major whistleblower site across the globe. The world begins to wake up. Cut 2. Kate and Isabelle in a cheap diner. 2 coffees, 1 shared glance. Kate, think they'll come after us, Isabelle? They already are. Kate, you ever miss normal life? Isabelle, this is normal now. A notification buzzes on Isabelle's burner phone. 1 word. Next. The end. The end. If this story kept you on the edge of your seat, imagine what's coming next. Hit that subscribe button because the secrets don't stop here. More mysteries, more betrayals, more truth they don't want you to see. The world's not safe, but at least you'll know what's really going on. Tap subscribe and don't vanish before the next upload.